Hi, everybody. Welcome to the very first episode, oh boy, of Cushing's Bookshelf. I'm Nicole Cushing. I'm the Bram Stoker Award-winning author of Mr. Suicide, and I am here because I wanted to start a new series of YouTube videos where I talk about books. I've done YouTube videos about books before, did a little series of videos called Forgotten Lore, where I took obscure works of fiction and talked about them and gave them a little bit of a signal boost because I felt that these were books that were almost completely ignored and or forgotten or just not known at all, and felt they needed some recognition. And in this show, what I want to do is something a little bit more expansive, just because it's hard to come up with a really good Forgotten Lore episode on a weekly basis. I feel like if I'm going to do something about a really good obscure book, I have to be actively looking for really good obscure books. And some of the books I enjoy are obviously better known books. So I want to talk about books in general, things that are on my bookshelf, or to be honest, they might be elsewhere than my bookshelf. I mean, right now, this is actually my home office where I work, where I write. And this looks relatively, neat and tidy. I have a whole bunch of books over here in this corner of the office that are just in stacks, not even on a shelf or anything, because there's just too many of them. Anyway, so that's a little bit about the show. I have the first few episodes already planned, so we're good as far as that goes. And this is just going to be informal conversation about books. Not a whole lot about what I'm writing necessarily, mostly about books that I just genuinely enjoy and wanting to share that enjoyment with you. Occasionally I might mention something, about my process of writing, but it's going to be about Cushing's Bookshelf. So stay tuned. Hope to have another episode up next week where I talk about, in the first series of videos I want to talk about, actually, just to give you a little more of an introduction, is books of writing advice that have been helpful to me over the years. That's one of the things I don't know if there's enough discussion about, is about, pointing out really good books of writing advice, because just like any other genre of book, genre of nonfiction, the writing advice book, I think, has really good examples and less helpful examples. I'm not going to be talking about the less helpful examples so much, but really just putting a spotlight on the books that I've found helpful. So that's it for now. Hopefully I'll be with you again next week, and we'll get into some of the wonderful stuff that I've read over the years that has helped inform my work as a writer. That's all I got. Take care, folks.